Hello and welcome, friends. My name is Lynn, and today I'm going to create sketch number 1 from Kendra's card challenge number 18. And what I'm going to start off doing is I'm actually going to stamp out my own pattern paper. It's one of the things I really love to do with stamps, especially small ones. And in particular, I'm using a stamp set from Pretty Pink Posh that's called Upright Greetings Birthday. And what I love about this is that because the sketch calls for these vertical strips of what you would normally use your as pattern paper, I am going to just stamp out my own pattern paper, and I don't really need to make too much of it because it looks like each of those strips is 3/4 of an inch, but I'm eyeballing for about half an inch or so. I think at the end of the day, I cut these down to 5/8 of an inch, and I'm following the sketch in spirit, not exactly, because there's so many different ways you can play along with Kendra's card challenge. And if you're not familiar with the challenge, it's free to play along. All you have to do is expand the description box below. There'll be a link to where you can download the free PDF file. When you open that file, you'll find the first 3 pages shows you how to cut down 6 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper. And then from all of the elements that you cut, you can assemble them according to the 15 card sketches that are on the following 3 pages of that PDF. So the PDF file has everything that you need to play along. There's the cutting guide for how to cut down your 6 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper, and then there's also the card sketch layouts for all 15 cards. Now, it just so happens that even though there's 15 unique card sketches, this particular KCC actually yields 18 cards, because the 15th and final card sketch, you'll be able to make 4 cards that follow that exact sketch. So it's really fun to play along, not just for the fact that you can create so many cards, in this case 18, but also because there are some really fabulous prizes that you can win if you do play along. And the way to play along is to create a full set of 18 cards following the 15 unique sketches. And you can enter once per month. So this card sketch challenge runs from April 1st until June 30th. To enter, all you have to do is take a single photo that actually shows all 18 of your cards. And then in that PDF file, there's actually a QR code that you can scan, or there's links to where you can upload your photo to the link party. And if you're looking for inspiration, you can check out the link party to see other submissions. And as well, you can check out the Kendra's Card Challenge Facebook group and that community is really fabulous. And on Facebook, you can also upload your photos there so that we can all see what you've made. It's really fun, and really, I think, a fabulous resource, because 15 unique card sketch layouts is a great resource for whenever you're looking to maybe change things up a little bit. Maybe you're in a little bit of a creative rut and you're just looking for some ideas to break you out of that rut. I always find that card sketch layouts are really good because I can start crafting, and at some point my creativity is going to kick in and the card might go to different places. And that's sort of what happened here. Now, just FYI, off camera, I did stamp out the red, what I'm calling my own custom pattern paper, in a darker red, because it wasn't really showing up too well with the first shade of red that I picked. And what I did was, because I was just stamping onto some scrap paper, because this sketch, if you want, you can actually just use your scraps to create, because it's really just 3 strips of pattern paper, and then a circle element and a couple of extra banners and die cuts if you want. Now, when you're looking at the card sketch and you see areas that are white, gray, or black, those are areas that you can take liberties with. So whatever you want to use to fill in those spaces, you can use. So that could be more pattern paper if you want. It could be a embossed panel, a better pressed panel, whatever you have, you can use to fill those spaces. Now, the sketch actually shows a circle element, but I am actually choosing to use these sweet little squares from Pretty Pink Posh, who is a super sponsor of KCC 18. Pretty Pink Posh has sponsored us in the past, and they're returning as a super sponsor, so we're super excited to welcome them back and very grateful to have them as a supporter. And what that means as a super sponsor is they have provided some of our designers with products so that we can craft with it and share with you some inspiration. So if you expand that description box below, you're going to find a link to a playlist where all of our videos have been collected for this hub. Everybody will be sharing some inspiration featuring Pretty Pink Posh, and as well, they have also donated a prize that you can win if you do play along with this card sketch challenge. There's also a giveaway link in the description box below as well. So if you're watching this video and you would like to win a prize from Kendra, make sure to fill out that giveaway entry form before the deadline and check Kendra's post on her channel for when she posts and announces the winner of her giveaway. So there's always a lot of different prizes, a lot of different opportunities to win. And if you hang out to the end, I'll show you all of the various sponsors, both our prize sponsors and our super sponsors, and you can see what all you can be in for a chance to win if you play along with the challenge. Now, the other thing that I don't think I've mentioned yet is that you can actually enter this challenge multiple times. So the challenge does run for 3 months, but you can actually enter one time per month. So for KCC 18, what that will mean is you can create 3 sets of 18 cards and enter once in April, once in May, and once in June. And that just increases your chances of winning. Kendra picks winners after the conclusion of every month. She draws winners from the previous month, and there's always a winner announcement video posted to Kendra's channel. So be sure that you are following Kendra and looking for announcements for when that winner video gets posted, because surprisingly, a lot of times the prizes get unclaimed. And so you don't have to be watching live in order to claim your prize. But Kendra does put an expiration date on when you can claim your prizes. So be sure to check that out. Now, here's that list of all of the fabulous sponsors who are supporting KCC 18. Big thank you to all of our sponsors, and in particular, Pretty Pink Posh. Big thank you to you for supplying our team with some goodies to craft with. Thanks, everybody, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.